I almost couldn't go live. I almost couldn't go live because I don't know how many of you guys watch the Country Wayne skits, honey. But the Shayla and Anthony situation and Amber, when I say that, it's getting good. It's getting good, okay? And I was watching a review. This guy does a review on the skits. His name is Dante. And his channel is called Dante's Review. And honey, when I say me and that man went to church, well, I was watching his video. And I'm like, yes. Let me tell you something about people that stay in other people's business and they don't like to take accountability for the wrong that they put, the wrong path that they put people on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know damn well that man was married. Okay? You knew good and dag well he was married. And you convinced that girl, just because she was so-called pregnant by him, to go after him, to betray her best friend. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? And now when everything is hitting the fan, y'all want to play victim. Shayla falling apart, talking about, oh, I feel stupid. How you think his wife felt? You know what I'm saying? How do you think his wife felt? Her husband walked out on her because of you and your delusional ways. You giving bad advice to your own children or just people, period. You out here giving bad advice to try to like put yourself in a certain position to win. And I understand that we all want our kids in a situation to where they can get ahead in life. But honey, baby, you can't play with God's people, okay? God's chosen people. And I ain't talking about necessarily people that's in religions and all this other type of stuff, okay? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Honey, when I say that it's getting good, if y'all ain't watched it, y'all need to go see it, honey. Go see it. And when I say I almost didn't want to do this live because I wanted to watch that video over and over and over again. Let me find myself on my notebook so that I can get ready to give you guys your just collective read. All right, yeah, something is in the air, and I know it's just a skit. I know it's just a skit, but something is in the air. People are about to be exposed for the devils that they are. I'm talking about wolves in sheep's clothing. Got me hyped up. Okay. Hello, everybody that's in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. We have Teresa. We have Pretty Girl. We have Victor. We have Jose. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right. Now, today, I'm in good spirits, obviously. When I say that video, it just did something for me because, you know, we like to think and believe that when people do us wrong or when we are done wrong by people and they are living their best life, that somehow they're not going to receive their karma. But baby, okay? What the Christians say, God set up high and he looked down low. Oh, the Akashic records, all that stuff is being recorded, honey. And when it's time for you to reap what you have sown, ain't nobody in heaven or hell going to be able to stop it. And I feel sorry for people that try to come in between people that got karma. You can't step in between nobody's karma, honey. That's like trying to step in between, and I say God, but you guys know me. I refer to God as the universe, God, goddess. You know what I'm saying? But you can't step in between that. You can't. You let people reap what the heck they done sowed. And it's some people that's done sowed a lot of damn seeds. And them seeds was bad and altered. And they sit back and they look and they laugh and they ha ha ha. But guess what? Guess who gets the last laugh? You'll get to see. You'll get to see it. And all this, boy, I'm telling you, that video got me hyped up. I just thought I saw some money. Some of you guys could be receiving some money, some unexpected money, or finding some money that you hid from yourself. All right? I used to do that a lot. Actually, apparently I still do, because I had some money put up in my my singing bowl. Okay? And I got roses, old rose petals in the singing bowl, and I went to look or just like pick up the singing bowl because I hadn't used it in a while, and there was some money in there buried under the roses. I said, look at there, look at there. So some of you guys could be receiving money that you're not expecting, or coming across some money that you hid from yourself, like I said. All right, let's get formal. I am Magical Jones, and this is a Wisdom and Guidance Oracle, okay? I'm here to give you guys a collective read of the energies that you could be expecting, okay, at this time. Y'all, Spirit speaks through multiple channels, okay? Multiple channels. When Spirit speaks and you know that it's like something is nudging you, like this is God speaking to you, this is Spirit, or you know what I'm saying, you need to pay attention to these signs or to these messages. You hearing the same messages over and over again, you know what I'm saying, maybe somebody coming back, you know what I'm saying, that but it's up to you. Are you willing to continue this cycle? You know what I'm saying? Like people, you allow people to come into your life, and then they act like they don't know how to treat you. And then when they get upset because you're speaking your truth or whatever, then they want to leave. And then you have so much love. This could be family. This could be anybody. Love, platonic, children, best friends, even work situations. Some of us be in and out of work situations too. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you on whether you want to continue that cycle. You know what I'm saying? But somebody is definitely coming back. Those signs have been out. But then again, we are in Mercury retrograde. Okay? Mercury is retrograde in the zodiac sign of Leo. We are now in Leo season. Okay? So this could be children. This could be a past life situation. This could be someone that just made you feel like you were alive, or maybe they made you feel like, y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm trying to think of what deck I want to tap into first. But before I do that, and we get into the message, y'all know I gotta promote myself, okay? Because if I don't do it, I'm not paying nobody else to do it, okay? This is my first book. It's been out for many years, okay? It's very inspirational, and it's about the journey that I was on, and it's just like sharing my experiences and giving advice for especially young girls, okay, that come into finding out that they were on a certain path and maybe got pregnant, because I got pregnant at a very young age, and my daughter, she ended up passing away. All this happened before the age of 16, 16, 17. Okay, so I experienced a lot of trauma in my life as a young child. Therefore, I was set on a certain path, okay, because I made certain decisions because, that's just the mentality that I had or anybody would have at that age. This is just some advice, okay? This is some inspirement or whatever. So if you know anybody, they don't even have to be a young girl, but if you know anybody, especially when they're young, and you might feel, or even if you're young and you might feel like you're on the wrong path and you just need some inspiration. Also, the end of the book, I have a few poems. I used to love to write poems. Actually, I used to write poems before I started writing what you would call literature, And I think I need to get back into that. I don't know, but I'm still writing, so it is what it is. Check out my book, okay? You can find it on Amazon. I will post the link in the description after the video, okay? So give me some time. Also, for those of you who connect with me that want to support me, and and it's hard for me being the type of person that I don't like to ask for certain types of things, but I will also post my Cash App below, okay? I don't know why that'd be hard for me. I don't understand. That's just one of my lessons that I gotta go through in life. Okay. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you got a closed mouth, don't expect people to know what's going on with you. I know a lot of times people be like, "Well, Magical, you're into tarot readings and you can pick up on energies and all this. Why you can't see what it is that I'm thinking?" Because I'm not meant to tap into everybody. I'm not going to tap into everybody. And that goes for people around you. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to always know what's going on with you. Sometimes you got to open up your mouth. Sometimes you got to open up your mouth and say something. All right. So we're going to tap into the Akashic Records Oracle first. All right. And then go from there. Like I said, my name is Magical Jones. And this is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle. Okay. I am on the higher vibrational side of tarot. You have a lot of different tarot readers and energy readers, and a lot of people put stuff out there that they feel like you want to hear. Okay. Drama and entertaining, but I try to keep things on the line of your life path. Learn your life path number. Mine's is a 3. Okay, so I'm doing exactly what it is that I'm purposed to do. Inspiring people, being creative, coming up with ways and things. All right, Spirit. Wow, that came out. That came out quick. That came out too quick. Spirit said, "You talking too much, girl." Somebody said that. It says, find the lesson. Find the lesson. It says, something has happened and it stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There is such a thing as failure. So pick up yourself, learn from it, and keep going. Okay? So a lot of times we do, and just like I was talking about my situation, or, the path that I'm on, things don't pan out the way that we always envision them. Like we want things to go a certain way. Like we all would want things just to go perfectly. But things are not going to always go perfectly because there are some more things in life or about the situation or about the person that we need to learn, you know, even about ourselves. Okay. So I believe that spirit is not going to allow us to cross a threshold into a different path or a different go down or go in a different, I'm sorry, I'm being nosy looking out the window. But I don't believe that spirit is going to allow us to go into a different place or like a higher dimension without us having specific knowledge of ourselves or where we're heading. You know, like it's certain lessons that we have to learn in life, you know, and a lot of times they they're the lessons that we have to learn, they're painful, or there are things that we like to run from, or there are things that we're like, you know what, but that's the same as run from, you know. I say this all the time. We are not affected by the things that people do, the people that's close to us, if we didn't care. Okay? So what happens is the universe will use the people that are close to us, the people that we feel like, you know, are supposed to love us and supposed to support us and all this other stuff. The universe will use those people to teach us lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you needed a lesson of being more dependent or independent. Excuse me. You needed a lesson of being more independent. And it's like when you're faced or you're in a situation to where, you know, you need help and you're going to the people around you that you feel like are supposed to be your support system, and they're supposed to be there to love you and be there with you through thick and thin, family, whatever, especially family. You know what I'm saying? The universe always uses your family to teach you lessons. Okay? This is why it's so like people have this push pull thing with their family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, or they could even love you, but it's like I have to set boundaries. Okay? So sometimes you have to learn to set boundaries with people. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel entitled because they're family or they're close to you or you guys grew up together or you're married or whatever, but everybody is not going to be on your same level or your same frequency to where they can understand what it is that you're going through or what it is that you're actually saying. Okay? Like, they can hear and understand the language, but what it is that you're actually trying to convey, they won't get it because they're not on the same frequency as you. Okay? So the universe will not allow certain people to help us, certain people to open up to us, certain people to understand whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever the situation is, because we have to learn to rise above that. Okay? To me, I feel like life is all about evolving, evolution. It's all about ascending. Okay? This card that came out, it says compassion. All right? It says you're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a, what they say, taskmaster. Hold on, y'all. It's kind of dark in here. Yeah, taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. Isn't that what Spirit was just saying? Isn't that what we was just saying? Like, sometimes we expect certain things from certain people when the universe wants us to know that we are what we need. We are the love that we desire. We can build ourselves up. you know. And no, nobody wants to do anything alone. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to, you know, feel like nobody understands them. But I believe that once we reach a certain level in life, especially once we like allow things and people from the past to drop off of us and we can further ascend, then that's when we come into contact with other people that can, you know, be that what we desire. You know what I'm saying? Or they can help us to show ourselves that. Okay? So I don't know, y'all. This is a lot about finding the lesson and realizing that everybody that you feel like is supposed to be there for you, that you feel like they supposed to support you, particularly family, okay? And I'm just being honest, okay? We always feel like family is supposed to be the number one person that, or people, or group of people that we can go to. You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily true, especially once we reach a certain age of maturity. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because that's tapping into what we was talking about, or what the to me, what I felt like what the message was about with Angelina and Shayla. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the mama and you up here trying to make this girl, actually you using her to gain more money. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know that Anthony got money. It's Anthony Dalton. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you saying, baby, you fucked up, excuse me, instead of saying, baby, you messed up, you had a baby by a married man, I need for you to step up as a grown woman, and I'm going to be there as your mother. I need for you to do what you have to do to support yourself. And then once you're on that path, everything else will be added to you. But no, she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She said, oh, he's obligated. You know what I'm saying? And we still don't even know whether she tampered with that daggone DNA test. So, y'all, everybody don't have your best interest in heart. Okay? Sometimes you will feel like people looking out for you when they really looking out for themselves. Okay? So really, at the end of the day, we can't blame nobody if we're listening to other people and not listening to our own intuition, or if we're not even paying attention to the signs. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Like the video if I resonate with you as a reader, or if you know you resonated with the message, subscribe. All right, let's see what we got going on. Hey Victor, hey Jose, I think I spoke to you guys earlier. Bishop, hello. You guys, welcome. The one and only Nicole, hello. Mountain Run, okay. Hey Sean, hey friend. You told me you be in here. Debbie, hey everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Hype me up. Hit the like button, please. It's just gonna help build my channel. Okay. I'm not one that always likes to ask for like monetary things to build my channel. Right now, at this point, what I need is subscribers. I need people like you that are going to like comment and you know, engage. All right, to make this happen. So now I'm feeling like, hold on y'all, now I'm feeling like hitting the tarot, but normally when I hit the tarot, after that I'll be done. So I don't know, y'all tell me. We live. Which one do y'all want? Do y'all want what's the tea, or do y'all want the cosmic oracle truth? All right, and the first one I see is the one that I'm going to pick. All right, I'm gonna take this minute and take a drink. So the first one I see, Somebody said I curse. You reporting me to YouTube? Yeah, I'm a little grown, so sometimes I tend to say curse words. The cosmic. Okay. All right. Yeah, because that what's the tea, honey? That deck can get a little messy. It can get a little messy. Now, have any of you guys ever been in a situation? The reason that I'm saying this is because it says divorce at the end of the bottom of the deck, but I hadn't shuffled or anything. Have you guys ever, and I'm talking about family. Family is really at the forefront of my mind right now because it is. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you guys, somebody in the chat needs this message. But have any of you guys ever been in a situation to where you were with someone or even married to someone and your marriage got a little rocky and you felt like your family was supposed to be there to support you and, you know, help you and your partner get back together, but it seems like no matter what, it seems like they always had something negative to say, like they wanted y'all to split up. Like anytime something happened and like say you got in like a physical altercation with your husband or your wife, and of course the first person or people that you run to are like your close friends or your family, and the first thing that they always say is call the police. Those people don't mean you no good. They don't mean you no good, okay? And these people, they feel like if you were to be on a path without them and you were to be successful, then they wouldn't have any say-so in your life. A lot of people that come across our paths and they do kind of like breadcrumb you, they only do it and they'll just limit, like I said, breadcrumb, they'll limit what they do for you, but then they'll always make sure that, oh, I do this because I love you or whatever. But the thing about it is they just want to say that they did it. But these people, they feel like if you are successful without them, then it's like you're going to be better than them. You know what I'm saying? And some people, especially people that don't mean you any good. Like it ain't even gotta be family. It can be your friends. Okay? They don't mean you any good. And it's like anything that they feel like it's going to take you to another level, they won't support it. They won't support it. Like they'll find a reason to say, oh, well, I don't believe in tarot. So I no, or no, I feel like wearing beads and stuff like that that's not Christian. And they don't even be Christian. They just hold the title. You know what I'm saying? Like these folks be out here doing people bad. You know what I'm saying? And they just like to hide behind an image or a title. You know. Yeah. Move away. Move on. Okay? If these people don't support you in what you do, don't worry about it, because the universe always has a group of people or a person, or the universe will always show you what to do to where you can excel in life. Okay? Some people not meant to go on a path with you. Okay? Because the only thing that they're going to do is bring you down. All right? And they're going to try to take acknowledgement for everything that you have. Okay? Everything. So, excuse me, y'all. I don't know whether y'all heard that or not. But my sinuses be acting up when I start doing tarot. But they act up anyway. So remember at the bottom of the deck, it said divorce. And I went into this whole message about, and that's not, you can't really blame people for not supporting you when a relationship that has nothing to do with them fails, okay? That's the truth, okay? That's why you should keep people out of your business, okay? Keep people out of your, especially when you're married or you're just dating. Stop telling people everything. Stop telling people every time you and your person get into an argument or a fight, okay? Because it's going to give them a certain perspective of that person. And then here you are trying to be a big old family with this person, your person and your family looking at this person like, why is they here? Why is she here? You know what I'm saying? Or why is he here? Like, we don't even, you know what I'm saying? So keep people out of your business, because people that actually do, when they do care about you, they want to protect you, okay? And in the beginning, that's what happened. Like, they'll actually be stepping in. They'll step in to try to protect you from someone. But then once they see that you're not going to go anywhere, then they just, they stop getting involved. You know what I'm saying? So this is not to condone if you're in a situation to where someone is abusing you. You need to love yourself a little bit more. And I understand that sometimes we be in situations to where we can't move, okay? But always try to place yourself in a situation to where you're more independent than being dependent on someone, okay? I don't know why my eyelash is itching. But anyway, this card came out, y'all. Honeymoon. Honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Now, after that came out, this one came out. It says vacation. You will be traveling soon. And this one has the airplane on it, okay? Give it time, everything in divine timing. To me, it's like, it's obvious. Someone is wanting to manifest some type of connection, okay? That's the simplest way to see this. But some of you guys have been in a relationship, situationship, or just a connection, period. It probably don't even have to do with love, but you have been with someone or around a certain type of people, and it's like the energy is changing, okay? The energy is changing. You're not as attractive to this person like you used to be, or this person is not showing you the attention that they used to, okay? Someone is wanting to plan some type of a vacation, to get away, to spend some type of quality time together. It doesn't necessarily have to involve an airplane to where you going to the Bahamas or, anywhere like that. I was about to say some names, but I didn't want to mess them up. Punta Cana. Is that where Mike and them went? But anyway, yeah, I'm stuck on that Country Wayne skit. These Country Wayne skits right now. I'm stuck on them. But anyway, somebody could be wanting to just plan some time, like some romantic time together, okay? Now, the thing about it is, when you guys like plan this dinner, romantic dinner, some of you guys could be cooking at home, making a candlelight dinner at home and setting the mood, cleaning up the house. Hadn't cleaned up in a while, but now you decide to clean up, and you notice that even just cleaning up changes a lot of energies, okay? That's a message for somebody, all right? You know how people like to say God don't bless mess? Now, the thing about it is, that's for real. That's like that feng shui type stuff, okay? To where when you have clutter in your home, it creates clutter in your life. Okay? So when you need to clean up, you notice that like you're building up a lot of mess around you. Okay? That's because mentally you have a lot of stuff going on. All right? Because normally when you would be paying attention and your mind is clear and you're in the moment, you're being present, you're going to be like, oh, this needs to go in the sink. Then you go to the sink and then you notice that you got a lot of dishes. Oh, I might as well just go ahead and wash these dishes. You're present. But when you're not present or in the moment, you're just, doing things by routine, and you're thinking about stuff that's in your head. All right. And this is how clutter gets created. All right. And when things like that happen, energy can't flow. So you have clutter in your home, and then you got clutter in your head, and then you looking for clarity. You know what I'm saying? Do you see how that works? You can't get clarity when you're in mess. All right? God don't bless mess. I'm just saying. All right? But it says give it time. All right? Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So after you done made the steps to do what it is that you feel like you got to do to put things on a different course or to set things right, give it some time. Don't expect people or things to change overnight. Very rarely does that happen. Okay? Very rarely. It takes time. Okay? Even when you have a talk, like say you have children. Me, I have children. My children grown. I have grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? You have talks with your children. And you're like, can you get what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? They like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you like, okay, well, I had to talk, so I'm expecting things to change right away. They're not. They not. And they hear everything that you're saying. But maybe they're going through something that's making whatever you're saying not as important. Okay? They're like, okay, well, that's important to her, but it's not important to me. So let me get whatever is important to me out the way, and then I can deal with what she said. This is the same scenario with give it time. Okay? Sometimes you just got to give people space to think. You got to give things time to grow. All right? Nothing is going to happen overnight. And if it does, then it's probably going to fall apart quick. Probably. Maybe. Okay? I don't want to speak no negativity, but I'm just saying. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. All right, show me the cards. Air signs. Some of you guys are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be dealing with one. Okay. Anytime I think about air signs, of course, I think about Mercury, and we are in Mercury retrograde. Okay. So a lot of you guys could be in your head about things. Okay. It says narcissist. Someone is too full of themselves. What is this narcissist card? What is this narcissist card, and why did it come out for the collective? Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Okay, so you could be distant from an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because someone is being a little bullheaded, stubborn, okay? They don't want to see things their way. It's either their way or the highway, okay? This person has a lot to learn about themselves and about life. This person could be a little surface level, or what's the word, to where people are superficial. You could be dealing with someone who's superficial. All right. And now things are kind of distant between you and them, and somebody wants to make things right. All right. Show me more. For very few of you guys, you know someone that's getting married to someone that could be an air sign, and you don't like the person. Okay, you feel like the person is full of themselves. All right, maybe the person that you know that's getting married to this person lives at a distance, and you done already heard like certain negative things about this person, and you like, I don't want you to leave, I don't want you to go, you know. But you know, we live and we learn. You let people experience life their own way. That's for a very few of you. Who pregnant, y'all? Or is supposed to be pregnant, or somebody heard of someone's pregnancy? Is there an air sign that is involved in a pregnancy with someone, and now this person is acting like very shallow? They're acting like they don't want nothing to do with you or whatever. It says open your heart. Did y'all see the way it flipped over? It says open your heart. It will help you attract more love. I don't feel like this is your energy, collective. I feel like this is the energy of someone around you. Okay, this could be for some of you guys, but sometimes it's hard for us, especially when we have been through certain situations in life. It's kind of hard for us to open up to other people because we have been disappointed so much by giving people the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I feel like the only way that you would be able to receive love is that you took time away from love and healed. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being single. Okay, being single is like being free. Okay, and I'm talking about like not even like dating seriously or nothing like that. Like, can people nowadays, can they even focus on themselves to where it's like, if I don't have nobody, then that means that I'm not wanted? That's not necessarily true. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're not in a relationship with someone, or someone hasn't came to you recently, or now, or when you feel like, you know what I'm saying, people are supposed to be coming to you, that doesn't mean that you're not desired. Okay, sometimes God or the universe will block the paths of other people towards us, or the universe will block our paths towards certain people until certain energies, until we get things right within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to be with someone who's not ready? And why would somebody want to be with you if you're not ready? If you're still insecure? If every time you call that person and they don't answer the phone, then they cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily the case. All right. Now, you do have people out here that be playing mind games. You know what I'm saying? To where they be like, okay, yeah, I'm about to have this person crazy on me. I ain't going to answer the phone every time he called me or she called me and she texts me and this is that. I'm going to be acting like I'm so busy and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Those games, they, you know, to me, I feel like they're not worth playing. Those are for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, grown folks don't do that. Be honest. Let somebody accept you for who you are. What are you hiding? You know what I'm saying? To where you feel like you're not desirable enough for somebody to just want you. You have to make people want you. That's just like people that be out here putting love spells on people. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here putting love spells on people and thinking that they're just going to want to be with you. It comes with some side effects. Okay? But this says cycles. Fate, karma, something ending and something beginning. All right? So some of you guys, you know, notice the patterns, notice the signs, you know. And if you feel like every time you get into a situation or a connection, any type of connection with other people, and it's like the same thing keeps happening, then either it's you, or there's a lesson that you need to learn that you're not learning, and the universe is going to make you like you're not going to go to the next level, you're not going to go to the next grade until you learn this lesson, until you can pass this review. Okay? And right now a lot of us are in the cycle or whatever of review, because now we're at Mercury retrograde. All right, what makes you happy? Okay, what makes you happy? And I'm not talking about people. Like, even if it was a person, and this person is just like out of the norm for you, they're different, maybe they're a different race, or you might have to travel to go see them, or you know, maybe the age might have a difference, or maybe it's the same sex, I don't know, you know. I don't condemn and I don't condone anything. I'm here just to give a message. All right, whatever makes you happy, this is what you need to consider doing, because one day you're going to be old. One day you're going to have to sit back and say, when I had the opportunity to be happy, did I choose me, or did I choose the opinions of other people that now they're not even around me? Like, now I done saw that these people didn't even really support me. Matter of fact, some of them didn't even like me. Okay? So be mindful. Be mindful. Intimacy. All right? Sexual chemistry. Reminiscing. Some of you guys are thinking about a situation, and I can't help but think about a romantic situation, to where somebody just made you feel like you were on cloud nine. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to do with sex, but it's just like you felt like this person understood you. You know what I'm saying? You felt like this person or these people, whatever the situation is for you, you felt like they understood you to the point to where you felt like this person or these people were home. Okay, and something happened to where you guys went on your own path. All right, something is coming up. Okay, I don't know if you're going to be thinking about this person, or this person is going to actually contact you. Okay, maybe this is a sign for you to contact them, I don't know. Okay, but if something or someone makes you happy, if someone or something gives you that feeling of home, I can be myself, I ain't gotta be out here impressing them, and I ain't gotta spend all my money, or I ain't gotta give it up, you know what I'm saying? If that person makes you feel like that, then why is that person not in your life? And then you have to think, like, what is it about me that always sabotages situations, to where the people that I actually care about, I push them away? And it could have something to do with, you know, something that you went through in the past, probably the near past or the recent past, or maybe just in your childhood, or probably something in a different lifetime, if you believe in it. Now, me, I believe in different lifetimes. I believe in reincarnations. I believe that when these babies come here and they be ready to walk and crawl and talk and all this other type of stuff, because babies wasn't doing it like when I was born. I believe that those are old souls, okay, being reincarnated here, okay, to get something right that they didn't get right before, okay. Collective, I believe what Spirit is saying, and I didn't tap into the tarot, which means I'm going to be back. But what I believe that Spirit is saying to a lot of us during this Mercury retrograde is, are we doing what makes us happy? Are we around people that support our growth? Are we being authentic to ourselves to where we can attract other authentic people? Okay. Are we out here misleading and misguiding people and like just wishing bad on other people? All because why? Like, it doesn't even matter why. Okay. But are we doing that? Or do we have those types of people in our energy? And are you to a point to where it's like you feel like it's time for you to move, but you can't move because you're being dependent or you're in a codependent relationship? Because remember, we talked about that when we talked about like when you're with someone who could possibly be verbally or physically abusive, and you go and you know, confide in your friends and your family, and they don't like them. You know what I'm saying? But they see that you ain't going nowhere because you probably feel like you can't go nowhere. Are you putting yourself in a situation to where you can be more independent? Okay. And if not, then maybe you need to start. Okay. Freedom is all around us. Okay. Newness and freeness is all around us. You don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do. All right. If you want a certain lifestyle, then yes, you have to put yourself in a position to where you're going to be able to receive a certain lifestyle. But why do you want that lifestyle? Is that actually what you want? Or is that what you see everybody else around you doing? So you feel like this is what I'm supposed to do, because if I don't do it and everybody else around me doing it, they're going to say that I'm not successful, or I'm lazy, or I'm this, that, or the other, you know? That's wine. But yeah, spirit is speaking, and especially during this Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking out my window. I always try to be aware of what's going on around me. It's just my children. What in the world is he doing? All right, you guys. I gotta go. All right. I should be back to tap into some tarot. So stay tuned for that. I might answer a question or two. All right. I feel pretty good. I might answer one or two questions. All right. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you got a message out of the reading.